saying that he is being shielded by this current political dispensation, seeking answers also from the government. By far, the government had said that they will not be raising this issue or they will not be responding to these demands from the opposition. Several times, members of the opposition, in fact, have been giving adjournment notices to discuss the Adani matter, but the stalemate continues. The government, Piyush, says they aren't discussing this matter. Where is the proof is the question that this government is asking. What then can break this deadlock?
Well, certainly, sir, and as we are speaking, the opposition, joint opposition, in fact, is now protesting at Makar Dwar on the issue of Adani. There are MPs from Congress, from Shiv Sena, UBT, Aam Aadmi Party, from DMK. They all are holding placards which reads that they are demanding accountability from the government on the issue of Adani. They are also holding a huge poster which reads Modi Adani R1. So that's a massive protest which is right now underway at Makar Dwar of Parliament. Remember that this protest is taking place at a time. This protest is taking place at a time when yesterday there was a meeting that was called in by the government. All-party meeting was called in by the government to resolve the logjam in Parliament. And as the meeting, in that meeting, it was also decided that the government and opposition would smoothly let the Parliament to function. But today we are seeing how the joint opposition has come out and they are protesting at Makar Dwar of Parliament, demanding accountability from the government on the issue of Adani.
And this matter is going to be raised in some time from now when the House convenes, and that again is expected, isn't it, Piyush?
Well, that's the matter we can...
The lower house, the Lok Sabha has just started.
इसके अलावा राज्य में अन्य प्रसिद्ध उत्पाद भी है, जैसे तसर, सिल्क, दुपट्टा, तसर सिल्क, ड्रेस मटेरियल, सिगोड़ी, पटना, मानपुर और गया के सूती कपड़े भी है। हथकरघा योजनाएं में महोदय कई योजनाएं चलाई जा रही है। बिहार सहित तमाम देश में स्मॉल क्लस्टर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम, हैंडलूम मार्केटिंग असिस्टेंट, स्पेशल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट, मेगा क्लस्टर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम, कंसल्टेशन क्रेडिट वीवर्स मुद्रा लोन, हैंडलूम वीवर्स वेलफेयर।
उद्योग बनाने का प्रस्ताव सदन में आया है, क्यों नहीं सरकार एक छाते के नीचे पूरी योजना को लाना चाहती है? क्या सरकार बुनकरों के लिए कोई सर्वेक्षण कराकर विशेष पैकेज देने का विचार रखती है?
महोदय, सर्वेक्षण मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा। माननीय सदस्य, सर्वेक्षण हमारा होते रहता है। अभी देश के अंदर अगर आप लेंगे तो 35.22 लाख कारीगर हैं, 26.74 लाख बुनकर हैं, 8.48 लाख संबंधित पुरुष हैं। महिलाओं की संख्या भी लगभग 72% है। जेंडर की संख्या, ट्रांसजेंडर की संख्या 494 है। फुल टाइम वर्कर लगभग 17.89 लाख है। पार्ट टाइम वर्कर 17.33 लाख है। अनुसूचित जाति कामगारों की संख्या 4,84,184 है, 14%। अनुसूचित जातियों की संख्या है 19%, 6,28,768। पिछड़ा वर्ग कामगारों की संख्या है 12,67,308, 33%। अन्य कामगारों की संख्या है 11,42,292, महोदय, बुनकर आयोग बनाने का मैंने स्पष्ट जवाब दिया है कि कोई योजना नहीं है। उसका कारण है महोदय कि सरकार विभाग सारे काम वो कर रहे हैं बुनकर के संरक्षण के लिए, बुनकर के वित्तीय पोषण के लिए, बुनकर के जीवन यापन के लिए। और एक बार महोदय अखिल भारतीय हथकरघा बोर्ड बना था, वो एडवाइजरी के रूप में था, लेकिन वो एडवाइजरी बोर्ड भी महोदय 2 साल के लिए केवल बना था और उसके बाद ये 2020 में इसकी उपयोगिता नहीं साबित होने पर ये भी उसको हटा दिया गया। तो मैं समझता हूं जब सरकार बुनकरों के लिए सारी चीजें कर रही है।
All right, these are proceedings from the House right now, where the opposition has staged a walkout. Previously, they were sitting on a protest at the Makkar Dwar. Piyush sent us this report earlier.
The joint opposition is right now protesting in front of Makkar Dwar on the issue of Adani. Right behind me, you can see the leaders of opposition, including Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Vadra, Sanjay Singh, Manoj Jha, and various other opposition political parties have joined this protest. They are also holding a placard which reads Modi Adani are same. You can see as to how the opposition is now raising the issue of Adani, and the DMK has also joined this massive protest which is right now underway at the Makkar Dwar of Parliament. Various MPs are also holding a placard which reads PM Modi, India demands accountability on Adani. So there are various issues including Adani which opposition is right now raising. Remember that this Adani issue was raised by the Congress party on day one of Parliament also, where they had demanded discussion on this issue, and even after the 5 days of complete washout, the opposition continues to raise this issue and demand accountability from government on this entire matter. This is Piyush Mishra in Delhi for India Today.
Right now, the opposition has walked out of Parliament as ruckus continues. We have these pictures of the proceedings in both houses. On the right side is Rajya Sabha with the upper house, and in Lok Sabha with the opposition. Collectively, the India bloc is raising a range of issues. We'll be going across to my colleagues also in a moment from now to get a sense of how things will be eventually resolved, given that the Speaker had reached out to the opposition members already. There was a truce meeting, but nothing came out of it, is what we know. The opposition has been raising the issue of Adani, saying that this bribery scam must be discussed, also heading out at the Prime Minister and at the government for being a part of the screening of the film Sabarmati report in Parliament, where there are other issues that need to be raised. For example, the Samajwadi Party is asking for a discussion on the riots that took place in Sambal, and the TMC has been asking for a discussion on the Manipur unrest, on the ongoing Manipur unrest. Members of the India bloc are asking the Prime Minister to answer specific questions on the Adani bribery scandal. The government on its part has made it clear that there is no proof and that they will not be discussing this issue. There was an outreach that was made by the Speaker to the members of Lok Sabha, but that was in vain. Earlier today, we also saw protests from Parliament, where in Makkar Dwar, the MPs had gathered. Rahul Gautam getting in more details on that story. Rahul, first of all, as far as the India bloc is concerned, it's very clear that Samajwadi Party and TMC are not keen on raising the Gautam Adani issue, but they want to raise other issues like the Sambal violence that the Samajwadi Party wants to raise. TMC is keen on the government talking about the Manipur unrest.
Well, it seems that this ongoing impasse has brought cracks to the fore as far as opposition unity is concerned, given the fact that Congress MPs are insisting that government should have a discussion on the issue of Gautam Adani, while TMC has already parted its ways, saying that that Adani is not a people's issue and they would want discussion on issues like Manipur, Bangladesh violence, and clearly Sambal violence is a big issue for Samajwadi Party, because obviously it impacts the core voter of Samajwadi Party. So therefore, they want discussion to be happening on the issue of Sambal. So clearly, it seems that the opposition is not speaking in one voice. We all saw that how the moments after the session started, opposition MPs started chanting slogans, demanding that government should have discussion on these issues. Now, clearly, the Treasury benches are saying that since the House is not in order, it is not in decorum, therefore no proper discussion can take place. So clearly it seems that both treasury benches and opposition benches are shifting the goalpost, blaming each other for this ongoing impasse, and clearly not having any discussion on issues that actually concern the common people.
That's right. Rahul, getting in those details at this point in time now, the Speaker made an outreach also to the Lok Sabha MPs, but that effort too in vain, isn't it, Rahul?
Absolutely. This is what we were told yesterday, that from now on the House will function smoothly and the government is going to have discussion on issues like Manipur and Sambal. But it seems that it's just not happening.
Be with us, Rahul, to tell our viewers that the opposition clearly, and I spoke to you about that earlier as well, is appearing to be split in several matters that they are keen on raising in Parliament. So there is perhaps an indication that they aren't together. The NDA bloc is not together. What we also know is that when this protest was held just a few moments ago at about 10:45, TMC and the Samajwadi Party weren't there. They weren't a part of these protests. Congress's Adani charged government, but allies, at least the Samajwadi Party and the TMC, are not convinced. We've seen the Shiv Sena and the DMK together with them. But the Samajwadi Party, Piyush, is not keen on raising the Adani issue. They rather talk about the Sambal violence, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, Sneha. This is the issue which the Samajwadi Party has been raising since day one. They are demanding that the discussion on Sambal issue must take place. And multiple times, various MPs of the Samajwadi Party have come out in open and said that Adani issue is not as big, as important as Sambal, and that is why they want the discussion on Sambal issue first, and then if time is allotted, then discussion on Adani can take place. That is why we saw the parties like Samajwadi Party and Trinamool Congress did not join today's protest, the joint opposition protest. In fact, the leaders of SP and TMC did not even take part in the meeting which was called in by Mallikarjun Kharge at his chambers today in the morning at 10 a.m. So one thing is very much clear, that TMC wants a discussion on the issues concerning West Bengal, on the issue of Manipur. On the other side, Samajwadi Party wants a proper discussion on Sambal issue, and that is why they did not even take part in meeting and also did not join the protest.
That's right. But what is the way out, given that the Lok Sabha, as far as this matter is concerned, the Speaker has made an outreach to all of these members of Parliament, the opposition members, which includes the Samajwadi Party and the TMC. Talk to us about how the government is looking at raising these issues in the House.
Well, one thing is clear, Sneha, that the government wants to have a discussion. The government wants the House to function, and that is why yesterday we saw Lok Sabha Speaker calling for a meeting at 3 p.m. where floor leaders of all the political parties were present. In that particular meeting, a consensus was also built to run the House smoothly. But we are now seeing how the opposition continues to raise slogans. They demand discussion on Sambal, Manipur issue, on Delhi's law and order. They want discussion on Adani, and that is why we also saw how opposition political parties protested in front of Makar Dwar, even before the parliament could start. As we are speaking, there was a ruckus also in Lok Sabha. The government, though, has said that it is very much ready to reply to the demands of opposition political parties, but at least they should come on the floor of the House and have discussion. Remember that there was one particular demand of opposition parties to have a discussion on Constitution Day, which the government accepted, and what we have been told is that the discussion on the Constitution Day will take place on 30th and 40th in Lok Sabha and 16th and 17th in Rajya Sabha. But the opposition continues to raise the issue of Adani, and we saw how not only Congress but the leaders from DMK.
Fish, coming back to you in a moment from now, going straight to the proceedings of the House.
Sir, is it a competition between you? Can't you take your seat? Nothing is going on record. Professor Ram Gopal Yadav.
सर, संबल के मामले में
नहीं, मेरा पहले मार्गदर्शन कीजिए कि मैं आपको बोलने दूं तो और लोग भी बोलना चाहेंगे। मेरा निर्णय आ चुका है। मैं आपसे अनुरोध कर चुका हूं। मैं यहाँ तक अनुरोध कर चुका हूं कि एक ही सदस्य ने 267 में कई नोटिस दिए हैं। मुझे नहीं पता कौन सा स्वीकार करूं। असंभव है कि एक साथ उसको 4 बोलने दूं, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, काफी सदस्यों की संख्या है जिन्होंने 0 और भी दे रखा है। मेरा आपसे अनुरोध रहेगा In 0 hour, I'll accommodate these. I'll accommodate.
ऐसा सर,
One hour, I'll accommodate.
एक सेकंड तो मुझे सुन ली.
Have an intellectual discussion. Number two, ever since, every year the budget estimate is 70,000 crores, and the revised estimates and the released amounts were more than 98,000 crores.
Please, एक मिनट, please, 1 minute, please, 1 minute, please, बालू जी, आपको सुन. जब माननीय मंत्री जी जवाब दे रहे हैं और पूरे तथ्य के साथ, आंकड़ों के साथ रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, अगर वह गलत आंकड़े दे रहे हैं तो आप मुझे लिख के दें. अगर वह आंकड़े सही बता रहे हैं, आप उस पर ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं करें, बीच में नहीं बोले, उनको पूरा जवाब देने दें. नो गलत.
Okay, sir, let me continue. Compared to the budget estimates, revised estimates, that means the states ask for more money, are usually at least 10 to 20,000 more crores than any given year. Despite of that revised estimates, we release another 3 to 5,000 crores more money. So in a sense, we're releasing right now close to 90,000 crores. The reason it went down from 1,10,000 crores to 90,000 crores is because of the COVID anomaly. That cannot be considered as the consistent pattern. If you look at any given year from 2006 to 2019 to 2024, every year there is at least 10 to 20,000 crores more budget allocated. Number two, the question you asked, the average wages. The wages at the time of UPA government was fixed at minimum wage of 100 rupees per day. Since the NDA government came, we adjusted the wages based on the CPI, Consumer Price Index,
Proceedings in the
for
House, which is
agricultural.
underway, but the opposition has staged a walkout, asking for a discussion on a range of issues. Here's what they're raising: Manipur unrest, also the law and order situation and the rioting that took place in Sambhal. The India bloc members are protesting. Also, this includes the Congress, the DMK and the Shiv Sena, among others, talking about the fact that the Adani issue also must be discussed in Parliament. That's a key demand that they have raised in Parliament. At the Makar Dwar there, these protests were held. Accountability from the government, answers on the bribery charges. Rahul continues to be with us. Rahul, the opposition has staged a walkout. Just tell us what's happening in both the houses.
We also how a protest was organized by opposition MPs. Clearly, Congress party is unrelentingly attacking government on the issue of Gautam Adani. They are saying that government is running away from the discussion, and that's why earlier a protest was organized. Now they have walked out from Lok Sabha. Clearly, it seems that the government is the opposition is trying to corner the government on the issue of Gautam Adani. They are saying that the government is just not willing to have opposition on board on these issues like Gautam Adani, Bangladesh violence, Sambhal violence. But it seems that, as I was telling you earlier, also the opposition is not speaking in one voice, which is clearly amplifying by the government. The Congress MPs are insisting upon discussion on Gautam Adani, while Samajwadi Party MPs are insisting on discussion on Sambhal violence. TMC has already made it very clear that Adani is not people's issue, and they would not be pushing for discussion on Gautam Adani. They have their own 6 issues, including that of Manipur and Bangladesh. So clearly, the strategy of opposition MPs is to corner the government on this issue on Gautam Adani, clearly trying to create a narrative that government is shielding Gautam Adani, and that's why they are not allowing discussion on that particular issue. We saw yesterday
Truce,
how
Rahul,
a meeting
if you
was
could tell
called,
us a little more about what the
all
government
floor
is saying
leaders
on that
by
front.
Lok Sabha Speaker. Well, yesterday, Lok Sabha Speaker had called a meeting of all the floor leaders, and in fact, they made it very clear that government is willing to have discussion on the issues which they deemed important. However, for that, House needs to be in order. The moment House starts, opposition MPs start creating ruckus and chanting slogans, which then create, which then affects the very decorum of the House, because of which the discussion could not take place. So clearly they are insisting that opposition MPs should not create ruckus, should not chant slogans, should keep House
be
in
with us.
order.
I'll coming back to you. Manikam Tagore of the Congress is speaking. Let's take a listen.
Emperor Nero, when he was when Paris was when Rome was burning, he was playing the fiddle. That kind of attitude Mr. Modi is showing. When Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh and Puducherry and Karnataka are in floods and waters, Mr. Modi is enjoying a film which is unacceptable to South of India.
Sir.
All right, so these are details that we have with us at this point in time. We were, in fact, speaking with Rahul Gautam. We'll go back to Rahul in a moment from now. But these are protests that are taking place in Parliament. The opposition has now staged a walkout. The government says it will discuss issues of importance, but Adani matter isn't something that is going to be discussed as of now. The deadlock there hence continues. More news coming in. BJP observers from Maharashtra, Nirmala Sitharaman, Vijay Rupani will be reaching Mumbai today late evening. BJP legislature party meeting is to be held tomorrow at 10 to elect the leader of the BJP legislature party. Observers from Mumbai, these are central observers, are reaching Mumbai today is what we know. Vijay Rupani and Nirmala Sitharaman are the observers for Mumbai, of the BJP for Maharashtra. Resolve the stalemate also that continues. Aishwarya is with us for more details on that. Aishwarya, 10 days and counting, no chief minister in sight in Maharashtra. Clearly, all is not well, all is not smooth. And to iron out these creases, we have the BJP appointing two central observers, Nirmala Sitharaman and Vijay Rupani there.
Yes, we are also seeing how the opposition also, if you remember, has been breaking this issue up. The Mahavikas Aghadi leaders have been saying that when you have got such an overwhelming mandate, what is stopping you from announcing the name of the chief minister? And we are also seeing the mixed signals that are now coming in from Eknath Shinde. At times, he's not well. He's got some chest infection.
Lower house, the Lok Sabha has just started.
Subtle hints being given by...
इसके अलावा राज्य में अन्य प्रसिद्ध उत्पाद भी हैं, जैसे कसर.
Massive protests in Makar Dwar in Parliament, as you can see in these pictures right now. This on Modi, Adani, the banners being held by the opposition collectively with the leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, seen in these pictures. Modi, Adani are together. In fact, we'll be going across those pictures once again, but this is the opposition raising the slogan that they have been demanding answers from the government on the charges that Gautam Adani is facing vis-a-vis the charges that have been made. The government has made it clear that they will not be talking on the issue. Where is the proof, is what the government has said. But the opposition, as we can see in these pictures,
संसद में विपक्ष का इस वक्त जोरदार प्रदर्शन चल रहा है. आप तस्वीरें देख सकते हैं पार्लियामेंट के मकर द्वार के ठीक बाहर. आप तस्वीरों में देख सकते हैं कैसे यहाँ पर जितने भी विपक्ष के नेता हैं वो यहाँ पर पहुंचे हुए हैं और लगातार जो है वो नारेबाजी कर रहे हैं. कई सारे जो विपक्ष के नेता हैं उनके हाथों में प्ले कार्ड है जिस पर लिखा हुआ है मोदी अदानी एक है. आपको बता दें कि इस मुद्दे को लेकर विपक्ष काफी लंबे समय से धरना प्रदर्शन करता रहा है और मांग करता रहा है कि इस पूरे मुद्दे पर जो है सरकार को अपनी राय रखनी चाहिए. और आज तस्वीरों में आप देख सकते हैं कैसे पार्लियामेंट शुरू होने से पहले यहाँ पर विपक्ष के जो नेता हैं, जो सांसद हैं, वो धरना प्रदर्शन करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं. लगातार नारेबाजी जो है वो की जा रही है. कांग्रेस, आरजेडी, तृणमूल कांग्रेस और कई जो पार्टियां विपक्ष की, उन सभी के सांसद हैं वो इस वक्त यहाँ पर मौजूद है और लगातार नारेबाजी उनके द्वारा की जा रही है. पीयूष मिश्रा, आज तक के लिए.
Pictures of the parliamentarians protesting in Parliament, also raising the issue of the charges that are being faced by Gautam Adani, demanding answers from the government. Modi Adani Ek Hai is the banner that they are holding right now. You can see in these pictures in the newly elected MP from Wayanad, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, as well, along with the other members of Parliament. This, in fact, is collectively the India bloc or the India bloc who are standing in protest just before the proceedings of the day begin, which starts at